Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video we will have our discussion on the weekly horoscope results from Feb 17th till Feb 23rd. So guys, just because in any of the weekly horoscope analysis video, we generally give attention to the transit of the moon in the zodiac belt. During this week, moon is going to be starting the week transiting from the Libra sign, and it is going to be finishing the week being in the Sagittarius sign. Although moon is not going to be getting conjunct with any other planet, nor there's going to be any major shift of any other planet happening in this week, but just because planets through their aspect, they also try to influence the results and the theme of our that specific day as well. Guys, I always say this thing that predictions are made when an astrologer knows about your natal chart, your natal planetary alignments, and what kind of dashas you are currently going through. In this video, I'm not claiming that I'm giving you any prediction. It's just like that I'm giving you a indication that in which direction wind is sailing, and only if you will be aligning your energies, your priorities in that direction, good results can be attained. Like the way, guys, I always say this thing: if I need to give this advice to Nippon of 2005 or 2010, the only advice is going to be here now. I guess this is the quote given by Ram Dass, that sometimes what happens is that either we have that syndrome for the next better thing, or we are just pondering over the past, and the happiness lies in the present. So that's what we will be trying to do, that what kind of theme in the transit moon is going to be creating for you, how your look and feel of the day is going to be like. And guys, in this video, when it comes down to the divine blessing or the message, so I did not include the tarot. Somehow I got my hands into my other deck of the Hindu gods, goddesses, and the Bhagavad Gita cards deck as well. So for each zodiac sign, when I was doing my morning prayers, I just tried to collect the messages for all the rising sign. So after giving you astrological analysis, at the end I will be attaching those messages specific to you as a theme of your this week. So okay guys, now we will start first with the Aries Lagna natives. So guys, for the Aries Lagna natives, in your case guys, the moon will start its journey from your 7th house, and it will end the week transiting in your 9th house. So guys, to begin with, there's a high possibility, like, you know, for certain people, the week might be creating a yoga energy of some sort of short journey or travels as well. Even in the matters of courtship, anything to do with the matters of like spending quality time with your loved one, with your partner, or giving attention to your spouse and all. So for any of the matrimonial concern and all, the week is creating a good energy. Jupiter has just come out of its retrograde motion in your 2nd house as well. Saturn is already in a rush to leave your 11th house very soon. So I mean to say, yes, when it comes down to prioritizing those kind of decision connected with the marriage or relationship or something, the week is creating a slightly good energy. Along with that guys, when it comes down to even the commercial concerns of yours, I'm not seeing you guys any vulnerable. It's just like that guys, in the middle of the week, when moon is going to be transiting from the 8th house, it is going to be getting debilitated, and just because your ascendant lord in any case is kind of in a vulnerable zone. So yes, be very mindful that because of your impulse, because of your headstrongness, you do not want to get into any sort of conflict, any sort of argument. So just refrain from, during the middle of the week, getting involved into any conflicts and all. But yes guys, if I were to say, the weekly energy is very favorable when it comes down to the travels, higher wisdom, higher learning, and yes, in the matters of the courtship and all, I'm actually seeing some good energy for you guys. So now guys, if I were to summarize, the week is making you slightly accident prone while driving. So you have to follow caution care, because it's the involvement of the 7th and the 8th house. So your lower body, be very careful over there. Short travels will be profitable. Middle of the week will be emotionally unsettling. End of the week will remove some blockages coming in the way of the happening of some auspicious event in your life. It's a good week for the students, for the academic pursuit. In terms of the marriage and all, I would still say that the energy is from average to good, and just avoid loaning money or giving your money on credit to someone. So okay guys, now let's move to the Taurus Lagna natives. So guys, when it comes down to the Taurus Lagna natives, Moon is going to be starting the journey from your 6th house, and it is going to be ending the week in your 8th house. So guys, to begin with, when it comes down to any of the matters of like giving heightened attention to your work related matters, any of the health, fitness related concern and all, the week is creating a good energy. It's just like that guys, your ascendant lord and your 6th lord in any case is in a accentuated state. It is like exalted. Along with that guys, when Moon is going to be coming to your 7th house, it is going to be getting debilitated over there, and the lord of that, the 7th lord, is 8th from it, and it is also not in a very like in a very dignified placement, being there in the Gemini and all. So all what I can say guys, that yes, in the matters of the relationship, in the matters of the courtship, you have to be careful, because the energy is getting generated in this way that you might try to force your way into things which might create a conflict or issue or debate or argument with your partner as well. So you have to be a little bit mindful over there. Along with that guys, because Moon is going to be finishing the week right over there in your 8th house. Jupiter is now already direct in your like ascendant. So yes, when it comes down to any of the like people who are connected with research, investigation of anything or anything to do with the religious, spiritual work and all, the week is creating a good energy for you guys. So yes guys, if I were to say the highlight of this week, the week will start on a kind of too much of the drive and motivation which will be pushing you ahead, and lot many people will be pledging that okay, I need to fix this thing, I need to make these changes. So this is how your week will start. By the middle of the week, yes, there is a matter of concern, like a lot many people will get obsessed with the shortcoming, or they might be in the fault finding mode in the matters of the relationship. And yes, by the end of the week, the mind is going to be a little bit, you know, philosophical, spiritual, some sort of therapy, counseling can be prioritized if that is getting applicable in your case. So guys, the summary of this week for you guys is that there might be disturbances with the children. Keep anger in control while taking any important decision. Middle of the week will witness a thrust or progress in the commerce in your business and all. Chances of conflict in a relationship. End of the week could cause pain due to someone close to you. In academic pursuit, increase the level of efforts, because or this could be a case that do the remedies of the Ketu being there in your 5th house. And yes, intermittent obstacles in the matrimonial prospects. Now guys, when we talk about the Gemini Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Moon is going to be starting the week from your 5th house, and it is going to be ending the week right over there in your 7th house. So guys, to begin with, anything to do with the matters of the like artistic, creative work, the week is creating a good energy. Along with that, like even if you have to quote someone, even like, you know, whether you have to release any of your artistic creative work, or even if you have to express your love for someone, or if you're working as an independent consultant or something, those people actually can get benefited. Along with that guys, in your case, at the work front, you have to be very careful, because guys, Mars is not a good planet for you. Mars is not in a good dignity, and whenever Moon is going to be getting debilitated, it gets debilitated in the sign ruled by Mars, which is sitting right over there on your head, and Moon gets debilitated in your 6th house. So I mean to say, yes guys, at workplace you have to maintain your calm, because sometimes what happens is that people start lashing out, they become overly rude. And see, the thing is, planets have their own way of delivering justice. Right now you might have all the power concentrated to you, you might be bullying people who are like, you know, your subordinates and all, but you never know when can things turn around. And obviously you have to be nice, you have to be nice all the time. So yes guys, I mean to say, if there is any work pressure which is going to be getting build up, you might respond to any pressure thrown at you with aggression, with argument, with outburst. So be very mindful over there. And yes guys, by the end of the week there's going to be sigh of relief, like there is going to be solace in the company of your partner. So guys, if I were to summarize the theme of this week, prospects of luck is strong, which will drive the halted works to motion. Like for past couple of days or weeks, if things have come to a standstill in the matters of your artistic creative work or the business or the flow of the money, you will see a pace over there. Your 9th house right now is in a very strengthened state. So because of the luck, you will see things moving in a positive direction. First half of the week will drive successful business decision. Middle of the week will create difficulties in saving money. End of the week looks good in courting relationship related matters. Careful at workplace, there could be sudden ups and downs, I already mentioned that. Family or property related matters need to be taken with caution and care. Now guys, when we talk about for the Cancer Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Moon is going to be starting the week from your 4th house and it is going to be ending the week in your 6th house. So guys, definitely because Moon is your ascendant lord as well, so a lot of your focus is going in the matters of the domestic life, the family related life might be a priority for many Cancer Lagna during this week. Along with that guys, let's say for example, even from the students perspective and all, I'm not seeing you vulnerable. Guys, the only concern is that when Moon is going to be getting debilitated in your 5th house around the time of the Thursday and Friday, so then you have to be careful, because even the sign lord, Moon, your ascendant lord, is weak, and the sign lord is also there in the 12th house. So yes, lot many students might be going through that phase of frustration, or people might find it difficult to manage children, or children might be giving a lot of stress or tension or rebelling too much. So yes, a 5th house is a focal point, or 5th house is the stress point for this week. And guys, by the end of the week, because Moon is going to be transiting from the 6th house, the 6th lord is there in a very good dignity, it is in a direct motion in your 11th house. I would say that yes, for any of those obstacles or things which have come to a standstill, like in your job, in your line of work, you will definitely find a progress over there. Like for those people who are trying to arrange money, for something, so you will be able to get any of the loan approved, or being able to arrange the money and all. So regarding that, the week is creating a good energy. So guys, if I were to say, the solace of this week is actually coming to you in the matters of the family life, domestic life, or like sticking to your schedule. Like this could be going to the gym, any of the yoga, meditation things which you do as a part of your hobbies or extracurricular activities with your friends and all. Even lot many people are going to be contented being at the job. The only thing is that the middle of the week and the matters of the 5th house is like a stress point. So that is one area which you have to manage very carefully. So guys, the summary for you people is that travels in the beginning of week involving family or business which will prove out to be profitable. Middle of the week will witness fluctuating emotions. End of the week is slightly vulnerable in the matters of the health. Average support, like when we talk about the academic matters and all, so yes, students have to work hard, and along with that, guys, there might be slight fluctuation, like when it comes down to those kind of situation where you have to take the decision only relying on the leap of faith. So over there as well, you have to be slightly careful. Sun, Saturn, Mercury are there in your 8th house. Rahu is there in the 9th house, and Rahu is one such energy which cannot be trusted. So especially when it is there in a water sign. So yes, like if I were to say, there is going to be fluctuation in the matters of the fortune and all. So don't take any decision just relying on the leap of faith. And there are just average energies in the matters of marriage, like if you are courting someone or you are awaiting any matrimonial proposal. So it's a kind of a average kind of energy. You need to increase your efforts in that department. Now guys, when we talk about for the Leo Lagna natives, so guys, in the case of the Leo Lagna natives, moon is going to be starting the week from your 3rd house, and it is going to be ending the week in your 5th house. So guys, to begin with, anything to do with the, like, there is going to be that energy of, like, a lot many people might have a chance for some short travels. So for any of the short travels, the week's energy is favorable for you. Along with that, guys, because when moon is going to be transiting from the 3rd house, the 3rd lord is there in your 8th house. It is exalted, it is conjunct with Rahu. So I would say this thing that yes, the week's energy seems to be very pleasurable, like where you spend your time with the loved ones, with the friends, and any of those hobbies or activities, just because Venus and Rahu is in the 8th house, like people who have this habit of going to the clubs, going to the bar and drinking your favorite expensive scotch and drinks and all. So this is what sort of energy is getting generated, because again, wherever moon is transiting, we have to see that what exactly is happening with the dispositor. So Venus, the 3rd lord, is exalted, conjunct with Rahu, so that means all indulgences and finding pleasure, happiness in these activities. That is a different case. If you're professionally working in any of these fields, you are working in the aviation industry, you are working in any of the event management kind of industry, travel industry, tourism industry, those people can actually get benefited. So and yes guys, moon is going to be transiting from your 4th house as well. The 4th lord is there in the 11th house. So somehow I'm getting this gut feel that for this week, a lot of the solace is coming to you, lot of the answers are coming to you, lot of the enjoyable moments are coming to you with the company of the friends. And yes guys, by the end of the week, even for like whether for the students or people who are like working as an artist and something, you have to release any work, you have to give any presentation, any public performance, the week's energy seems to be supporting you. So guys, in a nutshell, the summary of this week for you guys is that you have to follow the special caution in the matters of saving of money. Will do your best, like the way I mentioned this thing, this week you will do your best to help the friends, family and the close members. Very good chance of travels in the middle of the week. Good chance for expansion in work and recognition. Good energy for marriage related concerns as well, like especially when we talk about we have to finalize things. That again, I always talk from the Indian perspective, that family of the girl's family is coming to the guy's family house and they are finalizing the alliance between the couple. It happens. I'm also going through the same phase. I'm just joking. So yeah, so all of that can happen for the Leo Lagna natives during this week. And guys, some health related concerns around the genitals, like the private parts, because your ascendant lord sun is there in the 7th house conjunct with the Saturn. So sun in any case in the 7th house gets very weak, and it is conjunct with the Saturn as well. So yes, health related concern, and especially the 7th house, so your genitals and all. So just be very mindful, be very careful over there. Now guys, moving ahead, now when we talk about for the Virgo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, moon is going to be starting the week from your 2nd house, and it is going to be ending the week in your 4th house. So guys, to begin with, beyond any doubt, see, the very first thing is that the health needs to be watched. Beyond any doubt, your ascendant lord is there in the 6th house, and Ketu is already there in your 1st house. So health is one such area regarding which you have to be mindful, you have to be careful. Till the time Mercury does not leave your like 6th house, even when it will enter the 7th house, it is going to get debilitated. But yes, health is one area where you have to be careful. Apart from that guys, yes, the week is creating a very socializing kind of energy, like spending quality time with your loved ones, with your family, or being too busy and occupied in catering to the needs and socializing with the family and friends. This is how energy is going to be getting generated. Along with that guys, because moon is going to be transiting from the 3rd house, where it is going to get debilitated, but the sign lord Mars is strengthened there in the 10th house. So especially guys, people who are like anything to do with the very sensationalized kind of journalism, like you're working as a lawyer or those kind of fields where there's a lot of the hustle, you know, where like there's a lot of pressure, like you work in a sales kind of field where you have to manage multiple things, you have to wrap up many meetings, you're all the time driving from one meeting to another appointment. So if you are in that kind of line of work, those people can get benefited. But yes guys, if I were to say, guys, the way cosmos is influencing you right now, you know, Mars there in your 10th house, Ketu there in your 1st house, even if you have to, you know, do hustle and offend a couple of people to get done, don't worry about it, because this is what cosmos is demanding out of you. And the good part is that Jupiter is strengthened in your 9th house, so you are not going to be becoming a victim of luck not supporting you and all. So luck is definitely supporting you. The guru and the devatas, the gods, are actually blessing you, supporting you. And over and above that, Mars in the 10th house, Ketu in the 1st house, guys, you have to hustle. You have to hustle to get the things done. So let's say for example, if you have been asking very politely, respectfully, and people are like just taking advantage or not taking you serious, so this is the time to use some muscle or push people around to get the work done for right reasons. And along with that guys, moon is going to be transiting from your 4th house as well by the end of the week. So yes, any of the housing related matters, like, you know, signing any lease or starting any mortgage, finalize any home, if you are in any of the home buying kind of mode, or even for buying a vehicle or car and all. So 4th house, the 4th lord, they all are in a dignified state. So yes guys, this is how the energy is going to be getting generated for the Virgo Lagna natives. It's just like that guys, because the ascendant lord is there in the 6th house, it is strengthened conjunct with Saturn as well. So let's say for example, for any of the 4th house related matters, this could be for buying a vehicle, for renovating a house, or starting a mortgage and something, you want to get any loan approved from the bank, so that will also get materialized during this time. So guys, the summary for you people is that health and career related vulnerability will loom. Monday, Tuesday seems good for the gains. Wednesday and Thursday will witness differences with close relation, and Friday, Saturday will be physically tiring because of family responsibilities, but will be equally good for the job seekers. Vulnerability of unnecessary expenses which could be otherwise avoided. Mind will be filled with religious thoughts, and there could be intermittent problems with the partner in the marriage as well, that cannot be avoided. It's Rahu, so accentuated Venus will increase the expectation of the partner, and Rahu just create problems over there. And yes, good energy for the academic aspirants. Now guys, moving ahead, now when we talk about for the Libra Lagna natives, so guys, for the Libra Lagna natives, moon is going to be starting the week from your first house, and it is going to be ending the week in your third house. The good part is that your ascendant lord is already strengthened there in the sixth house. No, it's not a good part. It is exalted beyond any doubt, but it is there in the sixth house, and it is conjunct with the Rahu as well. So Rahu, which is a agent of chaos and misunderstanding. So let me summarize everything. So guys, the theme of this week for you people is that it's a good energy for self-care, like, you know, giving attention to you first. Along with that, family duties, responsibilities, socialization will keep many people occupied. But again guys, there is a slight vulnerability where like some of the Libra Lagna natives might also become a victim of, you know, like this could be office politics or backbiting. People who are very nice in front of you, they are like plotting things behind your back. So you have to be very careful, like whatever way people are behaving in front of you, take everything with a pinch of salt. That's the first thing which I want to say. And along with that guys, the thing is, because when moon will transit, it will start its journey from the first house. The sign lord is conjunct with like Rahu, when it is going to be getting debilitated in the second house, but the sign lord is there in the ninth house. So yes guys, if I were to say, even in the matters of the finances and all, so the sign lord is in a strengthened state. So like even if you have to take some risk, like, you know, like where you're trying to take the chances in the matters of the financial investments or spending, buying and selling of something, you have gone for an important business meeting, you went there with a budget, but suddenly you get this feel that the counter offer is good, let me just stretch on my budget. So that can be considered. So I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable in that regard. So yes guys, heighten attention to the self-care, like the way I mentioned, too much attention going on to you. If you are in any leadership role or you are representing any brand, any kind of cause, so you will get good coverage, I can assure you of that. And yes, mind is going to be very religious minded as well. And by the end of the week, there could be some short travels as well, which will prove out to be profitable. So guys, the summary of this week for you people is that slight health vulnerability. Monday, Tuesday is creating good energies for meeting close family and friends. Don't reveal all of your cards, as chances of backbiting or being manipulated is there. Good energies for succeeding in any academic pursuit, along with finding success in any strategy or plan implemented for business. I mentioned this thing. It's a good week for implementation of your plans. Whatever strategies you have in the mind, it's a good week to implement them. And in matrimonial matters, partners' energies are bringing fortune to you. Seventh lord is there in the ninth house. So partners' energy is actually bringing a lot of the fortune to you. But again guys, just because it's Mars, it's there in the Gemini, so there will be slight misunderstanding issues, but be very mindful that whatever advice will come to you or any participation, cooperation of the partner is actually increasing your fortune, especially for people who have their own business. So guys, now moving ahead, now when we talk about for the Scorpio Lagna natives, So guys, for the Scorpio Lagna natives, moon is going to be starting the week from your 12th house and it is going to be ending the week in your second house. So guys, to begin with, we know this thing that the 12th transit of the moon is generally considered as good when it comes down to anything to do with the travels, any of the concerns of import, export and all, especially people who are like very spiritual minded. So it is generally considered as good. Once a moon is going to transit from your first house, the sign lord, your ascendant lord, is already there in the 8th house. So yes guys, the middle of the week is going to be slightly stressful, where you will find that okay, things are not going or getting executed as per your plan. Now that is a different case. People who are already connected with the fields of the investigation, research, occult, those people can get benefited. But yes, emotionally and I would say even physically, this whole transit is also making you vulnerable and accident prone as well. So by the middle of the week, you have to be careful. And along with that guys, by the end of the week, when moon will transit to your second house and the second lord, Jupiter, is very well placed in the 7th house. So for all those people who are strong contender for any matrimonial proposal, any of the marriage related serious consideration and all, so by the end of the week, the planets are going to be creating some good energy, supporting energy for you in that direction. So guys, if I were to summarize, health vulnerability is there, especially for the heart patient or high blood pressure patient. Look at your guys, your 4th house, Sun, Saturn, Mercury. So yes, health vulnerability is there, that is getting verified even with your ascendant lord's placement in the 8th house. And over and above that, 4th house is hemmed between the contradictory planetary forces. So yes, health vulnerability is going to be there for the heart patients and the high blood pressure patients. They have to be slightly careful. Good energies for the expansion in business or increased money flow. In academic matters, you have to put extra efforts. Middle of the week, like Wednesday and Thursday, is showing signs of steep development in the halted works. Like there could be some auspicious event as well. End of the week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is vulnerable for sudden expenses. You have to be slightly careful over there. So very good week for buying or investing in the land. And middle of the week is auspicious for matrimonial matters, like finalizing things and all. So even for that, the week is creating a good energy. Now guys, for all the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, moon will start its journey from your 11th house and it will end the week being there in your first house. So guys, to begin with, the transit of the moon from the 11th house is generally considered as good. In your case, the good news is that the 11th lord is also exalted in the 4th house as well. So do not be surprised if during this time you get an invitation from any of the friend to stay at his place or being invited to any party or any gathering. That possibility is there. Along with that, enhancement in your public image, reputation. Those who are applying for a job, you might get a positive response during this time. Increase in your income can also be anticipated. Along with that guys, just because when moon is going to be transiting from your 12th house, the 12th lord is there in the 7th house. So in a way, even in the matters of the relationship, going on a meeting in any arranged marriage kind of setting and all, so even from that point of view, that perspective, the week is creating a good energy. Only it's just like that by the middle of the week, when moon is going to be getting debilitated, so there might be some sudden expenses which you might have to deal with it. But the good thing is that guys, in your case, the inflow of the money is also well maintained. So you do not have to worry much about it. And yes guys, by the end of the week, when moon is going to be transiting from the Sagittarius right over there in your first house, so it is going to be creating some positive energy when it comes down to giving any performance. If you are in any of the leadership kind of role where the whole spotlight is on to you, it is going to be supporting you. So guys, summarizing everything, the highlight or the theme of this week for the Sagittarius Lagna native is that income will increase this week. Your influence and the social outreach will increase. Middle of the week is vulnerable for spending on health like medical expenses and all. End of the week is creating energies of travel. Some conflicts in the family matters can also happen. Good energies for a new romance or finalizing ongoing matrimonial talks. Give attention to the auspicious timing, especially when it comes down to any of the fourth house related matters. Like, because guys, Venus is exalted, it is conjunct with Rahu. So whenever this kind of combination happens, Rahu has this energy of creating an illusion. So only when we are taking step, when the energies are balanced in the cosmos, which means in a right muhurat, in a right timing, then we can be assured that cosmos is supporting us in our endeavors. So this is how you can see the theme for the Sagittarius Lagna natives. Now guys, for all the Capricorn Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Moon is going to be starting the week from your 10th house and it is going to be ending the week in your 12th house. So guys, to begin with, the week is creating a good energy, especially in the matters of your career, and all those kind of people who are in social media, in finance, investment banking, those people can get benefited. Along with that guys, because even when like Moon is going to be transiting from the 11th house, the sign Lord is there in the 6th house. So we say this thing that whenever Mars is in any way transiting from the 6th house, it is never a good energy to give your own money on credit. But in order for you, like if you are in dire need of arranging the money or capital from the market, you might succeed in those endeavors. End of the week can also facilitate some travels as well. So yes guys, this is how the week's energy is getting generated. If I were to summarize, for more visibility, more work, or giving attention and like work related responsibilities keeping you occupied, this is how the week's energy is going to be getting generated. A very good week for people who are trying hard to arrange the capital, arrange the money, and by the end of the week there's a high possibility of some travels and all. So guys, summarizing it, a very good week for strategy making or finalization of important tasks. Good week for growth in business or financial gains. Avoid investing money by the end of the week, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, when Moon is going to be transiting from your 12th house. Be careful of blindly trusting people around you. Good week for students or for academic aspirants. For finalizing matrimonial matters, beginning and middle of the week seems to be auspicious. So yes, when Moon is going to be transiting from the 10th and the 11th, it is good, but when it is going to be transiting from the 12th, you have to avoid that. This is what the highlight and theme for the Capricorn Lagna natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Aquarius Lagna natives, so guys, for the Aquarius Lagna natives, Moon is going to be starting the week from your 9th house and it is going to be ending the week in your 11th house. So guys, nothing could be better than this, because in a way, even the houses from where Moon is going to be transiting, it is going to be receiving the straight aspect from the planet Jupiter. The sign Lord is also well placed in the 5th house as well. And so yes guys, overall the journey of the Moon for the Aquarius Lagna natives is actually making them very much strong contender for some work related opportunities, more visibility, recognition, more inflow of the money, like some increased inflow of the money for the entrepreneurs, for the business professional can be foreseen. And again guys, there is a high possibility because Moon is going to be transiting from the Sagittarius, by the end of the week, and the sign Lord becomes the planet Jupiter. It is direct, it is there in your 4th house. So some auspicious Manglik event in the family, in the home can also get materialized. Like the way we say that, marriages, childbirth, buying a vehicle, or any of those events which brings happiness in the family. So that can be anticipated. So guys, if I were to summarize, a very good week for influence and that sort of growth, experiencing those growth and influence in your work or career or for your public image. Auspicious week for students in academic pursuits. Good week for loan approval and all. Heightened attention needs to be given in the matters of your savings, and success in the matrimonial matters. And lastly guys, when we talk about the Pisces Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Moon is going to be starting the week from your 8th house, and it is going to be ending the week right over there in your 10th house. So guys, the very first thing is that during this week, there's a lot of the concentration of the planets which is already there in your 12th house, and Moon is going to be starting the week from your 8th house. So yes guys, when it comes down to any of the big decision in the matters of this could be your career related matters as well, you have to be slightly careful. So like for example, for those people who are connected with the fields of insurance or research or occult and something, for undergoing any therapy, any counseling session, this might be slightly beneficial for you. Along with that guys, for all those kind of people, like see, the thing is, if I were to say in a summarized way, the week's energy is favorable for therapy, cleansing, pilgrimage, or people who are involved in any voluntary charitable work, self-introspection. So this is how the whole energy is getting generated. But when it comes down to taking any important, significant decision, which is going to have a straight impact over your career, any major business shift, major business decision, that needs to be either avoided or you have to take that with proper caution and care. That's all what I can say for the Pisces Lagna natives. But guys, the good part is that especially for the freelance, self-employed people and all, by the end of the week, like when Moon is going to be transiting from the 10th house, and your 10th and the ascendant lord is strengthened now in your 3rd house, although it is a Mandakaraka Avastha, but it is still, by the end of the week, you will still see some sigh of relief. But before that, there is a lot of inner turmoil which is getting generated. So in a way, the highlight or the theme of this week is much more favorable when it comes down to the voluntary work, charitable work, or any of the social work, or self-introspection, inquiry, meditation, spirituality. But for the rest of the things, just do that with caution and care. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.